Okay. In this presentation, I would talk about the NextGEOSS Biodiversity pilot. In short, NextGEOSS Biodiversity pilot aimed to facilitate biodiversity monitoring and provide the first level of concept between low-level primary observation and high-level biodiversity indicators, which is required by researchers, scientific institutions, stakeholders, and decision makers. In this respect, the NextGEOSS Biodiversity pilot consists of 2 community portals and 1 data hub. As you can see from the slides, we have a data hub called Remote Sensing Enable Essential Biodiversity Variable, which is available through NextGEOSS catalog, and also 2 community portal, biodiversity monitoring and mapping, which built by ITC University of Twente, and last but not least, the Habitat Suitability map community portal, which is created by Wageningen University. The Remote Sensing Enable Essential Biodiversity Variable Data Hub was created following 4 different phases. First, we prioritize Remote Sensing Enable EBV, which proposed by Joe Bond, and we identify after that the available RS-Enable EBV products. We provide the metadata for each of these products, and eventually we populate these EBV product into NextGEOSS catalog, which is available at this moment. The unique value of this platform, Data Hub for biodiversity, is that user can find and also harvest the available continuous and ancillary EBV products, which provided or in some cases collected or retrieved by different data providers at different scales. I emphasize on different scales because some of this data is at the local or national level, but some of the others is at the global scale. As I said, we have 2 community portals. One of them is Biodiversity Monitoring and Mapping portal, which created by ITC. We harvest Sentinel-2 images as high resolution data to generate remote sensing enable essential biodiversity variable proposed by Joe Bond. The generation of such a product not only allows us to monitor biodiversity and changes better, but is also useful for any type of user who demand such a products. These generated products can also be populated in the future in Joe Bond online toolkits called Bond in Box. If I briefly explain about Bond in Box, is being specifically designed to directly serve the needs and interest of national governments who need proper observation data on biodiversity to further fulfill their domestic and international requirements effectively. This, as a user, if I want to explain about this community portal, not only you have access directly to Sentinel-2 image to retrieve leaf area index, and at these cases, you can call the data that you wish. You can select the study area that you want to have the products, and you can determine the cloud coverage. But most importantly, next to the resolution of these products can be generated at the global level. So there is no limitation to retrieve such a product. As explained a little bit before, there is another community portal called Habitat Suitability Map, which is created by Wageningen University. in this community portal, for running the model, we applies the remote sensing enabled biodiversity predictor product as a predictor, and also a lot of in-situ vegetation plot measurements is there to run the model and get the product like UNES habitat suitability map. This community portal is one of the, I think, one of the best achievements, not only for NextGEOSS, but for the community biodiversity and also remote sensing community. But the only limitation for this community portal is that the suitability map would be at the European scale. But it's not, to be honest, of fault, because there is not enough data available for run such models for in different scales. I mean, global, or some countries, they don't have proper data to share with us. We limited our community portal at the European level. As I said, we have different target group to use NextGEOSS Biodiversity pilot community portals or data hub. But more importantly, we have variety of the users who can use these portals. Researchers, scientists, research development institution, universities, national or international organization, public, private stakeholders, or decision makers. But in particular, biodiversity and climate change communities or end user that they can use our products. It's not only useful for monitoring better biodiversity, it is very efficient, time consuming, and to be honest, very handy. And last but not least, beside NextGEOSS Data Hub, which contains EBV products, both community portals for NextGEOSS Biodiversity pilots would be available for user even after the NextGEOSS initiative is over. So unlike many projects that stop their services at the end of the project, a user can get service from NextGEOSS Biodiversity community portals in the future to monitor biodiversity in a better way. So we will be here for a while. And thank you.